That's the thing. That's the thing about Outside Lands. You get all kinds of music, all kinds of people coming for the festival, and Night Tapes being a part of that. So good to see you guys.
Oh, man, it's so good to
Good
see
to
you
see you
too.
too,
Yes,
man.
Yeah, lovely to see
Outside
you again.
Lands, San Francisco. This is
Woo, San
monumental. You guys have an affinity for San Francisco. Last time we spoke, you spoke about this personal experience, but we'll get to that later, or if it comes up, we will. But how have you been? You guys have been on this wild ride ever since we last spoke. More attention, the album comes out, and so forth. What's the ride been like? I know you just flew in this morning.
I mean, yeah, it's been a whirlwind. It's been a real it's been a real 100 miles per hour kind of vibe.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a series of once-in-a-lifetime events which seem to be happening every 3 months. And yeah, it's just the trick is I think at the moment is trying to be like, this is cool and like acknowledging it. But yeah, it's been amazing.
Has there been a moment where you stepped back and said to yourself, I can't believe this is my life?
Yeah. When we did the arena tour with the neighborhood, there were plenty of moments where I really had to pinch myself. I was like, this is absolutely crazy. This is what I was dreaming of doing when I was a kid, you know?
Well, wait till you finish your set here at Outside Lands. You will feel a different way. Talk to me about the debut album. After we spoke, you crafted the album and you released it, and it really kind of took a life of its own.
Well, I mean, I think the day before we last talked, that was when Leave It All Behind. We wrote that in the hotel just before that, and effectively, around that period of time, I'd say a good half of that album happened. Half out of necessity because we were on tour, but I think it just happened really organically that that's the way we were writing at that point. These ideas came to fruition very much in those like 2 or 3 weeks following all those shows, and maybe because of the energy and like that initial experience of touring the US, it was very like charged.
Because yeah, we went to Mexico right after. We did the Corona capital, and after that we had some time in the mountains because we were like, we're already here, we're gonna stay here.
Yeah.
And then actually most of the album happened there because it was like it was nice to be able for us to be able to take some time to only focus on writing and not anything else.
But also we were like really charged by the whole tour, and yeah, it was cool to be able to sort of channel that energy just back into the music as soon as we came off tour, and just had all this energy to put into the album. And yeah, like as Richie said, a lot of it was recorded whilst we were on tour, so every song kind of has these moments of it triggers memories for me when I listen to the album of like, oh, we were in this city, or you know, this had just happened, and so it feels like a sort of a diary entry of that period of our life now.
Normally with a debut album, it's kind of like a project where no one knows you. This project, people knew you, right? You had a couple of songs that people really resonated with. You sold out the Roxy in Los Angeles. So how did you refrain from expectations and still make it for yourself versus making it for other people?
We've always just tried to make music that we, all three of us, vibe on, and we don't really think too much about how it's going to be received because, yeah, ultimately, if we like it, we kind of trust that, well, hopefully other people will like it as well. But yeah, I think we just make music that we want to, that we vibe to.
Yeah, and I think what we found, especially from the shows, is that it's the kind of the mood and what we try and convey subconsciously. People like resonate, and I don't know, it's like a calling card. What we make attracts the same kind of people as ourselves. So if we make it genuinely for ourselves, it does seem to work out.
Yeah, and I think we kind of like explored on the Porto's Polarities album. Definitely like brought in more like electronic elements and like did stuff that actually wasn't like our first EP. So yeah, it's been a explorative time.
It has, and it's been really cool to like. I felt like we were exploring the outer realms of Night Tapes, what people kind of know the music to be, and it was just awesome to see like people coming on that journey, and like, you know, even though the genres are changing and the, you know, people seem to be really open to us trying stuff, which is really cool.
Yeah, I think it's representative of the album title, right? Portals and polarities. It's kind of like you're taking us in a journey, and then kind of like all these range of emotions at the same time. how did you take the live element in account to crafting the album? Because when I was at your show, it was wild. The crowd was just insane, and you had only had a handful of songs, an EP, and all that. So how much of the live element did you infuse into recording and making the music?
I guess the fact that we kind of used the stuff that that we used live, like in terms of like the pedals and everything, we just
Yeah, we made the album with our live gear because that's all we had with us. We didn't have our studio equipment, so yeah, we were recording with the stuff that we used live.
And I think to some extent you are also creating the music with that live set in mind when you've done it so recently. So I think it was a little bit maybe more like intense and up tempo, or the energy was different to the ones beforehand, purely because we just so recently played all of it.
I'm glad you said that, because when we spoke in LA, you were saying that you had your recording gear on you and you were up on hikes and you were exploring and you were trying to, see what type of inspiration you were getting during your time there. Is there a song that reflected that period in LA?
Leave It All Behind was written the night after the gig or the night before the gig. Yeah, that was written in our Airbnb, and the whole song was basically finished that night. We just stayed up late and just did that song, and yeah, so that really represents Los Angeles to me, that song.
Well, now the album's been out for a little bit. You've been getting this great reception during the tour, festivals and things like that. What's next for you guys?
We're working on the next project. Yeah, we're quite far into we're discovering the next phase, really, and we have a lot of demos swirling around. So yeah, we're just kind of still in exploring mode.
Do you think any stomp clap or folk rock will come into
inspired.
Night Tapes?
If it comes out, you'll know why.
I don't know what they're hearing in
great
the background,
energy,
but
though. Great energy.
you never know, right? It is so good to see you guys. Really
good to see you
appreciate the
too.
time and continued success.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So awesome to see you on such a. It really feels like a little circle has been completed or something.
I agree.
So-
I agree. Thanks again.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Night Tapes and Outside Lands with B-Sides.